Ryan, welcome back to part 3 of our benefits of buying versus renting. And today it's a bonus benefit, you guys.
Yes.
So it's a little surprise. So why don't we dive right into it today?
Yeah, gosh, week 3 of Tip Tuesday, benefits of purchasing a home. Just a reminder, week 1, we covered, the downside to renting. Week 2, we covered building equity. And the final week 3, I wanted to cover one thing. It's a little boring, but it's a big one, is tax benefits and tax breaks for homeownership. Now, I always recommend speaking with your tax preparer first, they could really give you an idea of what breaks apply to you. But today, I just wanted to cover the major ones, and the number one tax benefit is the mortgage interest deduction. If you itemize your deductions as a homeowner, you could deduct the mortgage interest you pay during the tax year for the first $750,000 of your mortgage debt. And that's on a primary or secondary home. So that's a good amount of savings. So that's the number one that we always want to talk about. The other benefit, number two, is the property tax deduction. Currently you could deduct up to 10 grand of local and state taxes on your returns. So that could help out quite a bit. And another big one, this is one we're seeing a lot of right now, is the home office expense. That's number three. So if you operate a business in your residence, you could deduct some of that expense of maintaining that space. The IRS requires you to really use a home office as a regular or an exclusive business use in order to qualify for that deduction. And it's really the size of the home and the actual office that determines how much you could deduct. But, we're working with a lot of people who are self-employed, a lot of people who work from home right now. So this is a big one. You can definitely get a lot of big savings on this deduction. So I wanted to make sure we brought those up because those are big ones and we're seeing a lot of people take advantage of those. And outside of this, I figure, like you said, we want to add a kind of a bonus benefit as this last week of the series. And I wanted to make sure we address this because we have more of our clients as home prices are going up. When you own a home, there's ways to make extra money while you're living in the house. And people are doing that now. So I wanted to make sure we brought that up. For example, if you have an extra room, you could rent that out to a student or a young professional. You could use that money to pay off the house faster. Or if you don't have the room to do that, or if you have extra space in your backyard, you could build an extra unit in your property called an ADU or an accessory dwelling unit. We did a Tip Tuesday about that, and we talked about it. And I'm glad we're bringing it up because, since doing that Tip Tuesday, I have been getting more questions about it because many cities like here in Phoenix are making this legal. And you could build an extra unit on your property, and you could use that for aging parents, or, a lot of people do it. They rent it out to help cover the mortgage payment. So we wanted to make sure we brought these up because these are a few other benefits to owning. And as you know, affordability is a big question today as we have higher rates and higher home prices. So we want to make sure that we address that because that's kind of some things that people are doing to kind of supplement their income to make sure that they're making their mortgage payment or making even a little extra paid off faster.
Great information. And yes, just make sure you speak with your tax professional and ask all these questions, you guys. Yeah, because we're working remote. That's a big thing for people right now. And I think they miss that opportunity. But yeah, the extra tax benefits of homeownership is a big deal. So thank you, Ryan. And as always, you guys, if you have any questions, reach out to us. And thank you for this awesome series, Buying versus Renting and the Benefits, you guys. So we'll see you next week. Have a good one.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.